What up, Vista Nation? It's your man, John Spriggs, coming at you with another Elevate training video to help boost your skills. Today's topic, inventory counts and reconciliation. I know, super exciting topic, counting phones and then making sure the phones I counted are the right phones to count. I know, super exciting, maybe not so exciting for some of you, but you know what? It's something we all gotta know to make our businesses run more efficiently. So, with that said, let's get started. So, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to want to log into Elevate and you're going to want to go up to inventory. So, we're going to do account. So, you click on inventory and it launches this little work center that has a bunch of little tabs and icons. The one that we're concerned with right now is inventory adjustment. Once we click inventory adjustment, you'll see another little box that opens up with some other options. And we want to do count stock. So now what you got to do is tell Elevate, hey, this is what I'm counting, Elevate. Because Elevate, as we know, is not smart enough to just figure things out on its own. So you have your different departments here. You have your accessories, which are your non-on-the-go, third-party accessories. Your on-the-go. Your devices, and devices does not just mean phones. It actually includes SIM cards and Xfinity kits and tablets and hotspots. Pretty much anything with a serial number. And then you have your system. System is something you're really never going to count because that's where your setup fees are housed and upgrade fees and bill payment fees and things like that. So it's something you really never actually have to worry about counting. So for this count, we're going to say we're going to do devices. Now, you can be even more specific if you would like and say, hey, I'm only going to count iPhones this time or Xfinity, whatever the case is. But for general purposes, we just leave it as all and we count all of our devices. Then you're going to click OK and you're going to get this little warning box. What this box is telling you is, hey, if you're doing this, the moment you hit OK, your inventory that you're counting is locked. So if I'm counting devices, my devices are locked and I cannot sell them. Don't worry, that's a good thing. Because if for some reason you're trying to do this count and someone grabs a phone and sells it, then you're going to have a deficit. And Elevate's going to be like, you should have this phone, but you don't. So it's just saving you an extra step of work. But for, just in case that you're doing a count and you have a customer that comes in, and you need your inventory unlocked to be able to sell, I will show you how to do that as well. It's a very simple process, but it is a permissions-based process, so only certain people can do it. Administrators by default and managers if you give them the permission. But we're going to be okay, right? We're going to count our stock. So from here, essentially it's just like when we are receiving inventory. So here's our lookup button. We click into our lookup button and all we're going to do is scan the serial number of the phones. So your MEIDs, your IMEIs, whatever serial number you've decided to scan on your Xfinities, because I know there's like 14 different barcodes on there and everyone scans something differently. Your ICC ID on your SIM cards will be what you're going to scan, so on and so forth. So you're just going to scan all your products and you'll see them listed down here. So once you get all your scans done, you can give it a nice title if you want. Inventory count Monday, June 1st, 1999. Devices, or however you want to name it. And then you just hit post. And it's going to say, hey, this document's been saved successfully. Yay, we did it. Now we got to know if we did it right. Or if Elevate knows that we did it right. So from here, we're going to go to our reconciliation screen, our Reconcile screen. Once you click on Reconcile, you'll see this little window that pops up, and it's going to give you a list of all open documents. So I'm just going to choose an older one. Let's say this guy. You double tap on it, give it a second, and eventually, maybe if we're lucky, it'll actually open. Oh, there you go. And now it's opened. So you're going to see 3 different tabs in this little box. Your overstock tab, your deficit tab, and your match tab. So overstock is going to be any device that you scan that Elevate does not believe should be there. So maybe you just received some phones in, you haven't entered them into your system yet, and you scan them for your reconciliation. it's going to say, hey, this phone doesn't belong here. It's a quick fix. You just add it to your inventory and you're good to go. Deficit is going to be phones that Elevate says, hey, this phone should be here, but you didn't scan it. Now, it could be that the phone was sold and not processed properly through Elevate. It could be that the phone was there and you just scanned the wrong barcode. It could be any number of things, but you want to make sure you're going to do your research, because you don't want to make, this is where you're going to find out if phones are going missing, or people need some more additional training on how to actually sell phones properly out through Elevate, things from that nature. So all you got to do is say, okay, look at this iPhone 6th grade 32 gig. Well, I want to know what serial number it is. So you click the little plus sign. And it's 2 of them. So you got 2 serial numbers. Now you can do your research. You can ask your employees, your staff. You can go into the Sprint portal and see if the numbers have been activated, which is typically a good indication that somebody sold the phone but just didn't process it through Elevate properly. In any case, do your research for all the items that are listed. Once you have found your research and you're like, okay, all these phones were sold out, they just weren't processed through Elevate. Okay, so we're just going to put a checkbox next to each of them. And from here, you have 2 options. You have your apply count change, or you have create system adjustment subtract. So apply count change would be under the circumstances of the phone is in the store and then you just didn't scan it, or you scanned the wrong barcode, but you physically have the phone's in the store. So when you click on apply count change, it's going to say, okay, these phones are all here, you accounted for them, and it's going to move them into your match tab. Now, if they're not here, like I said, you create system adjustment subtract. And what this is going to do is it's going to remove them all from your inventory. And that way, you don't have to worry about them popping up again. Takes a second to load. You'll see it looks just identical. You can put a reference number if you'd like, create a title, system adjustment subtract for 9/29/2999, whatever the case is. You could put notes, did research, phones were sold out, just not through Elevate, etc., etc. And you hit post. Once you hit post, you will see them all go into your match tab. I'm not going to do that for purposes of this video because I don't want to mess up inventory, but they'll all come in this match tab. So once you get them all into the match tab, so nothing here, nothing here, you're just going to hit post. And when you hit post, it'll say document saved successfully. And that's it. Now you have counted your stock and reconciled it. We recommend doing counts once a day for phones, once a week for accessories, because as you know, phones are a lot more valuable, high dollar inventory, and we want to make sure that you're being protected in those circumstances. So typically once a day is great for phones, and then have someone you trust do the reconciliation. So maybe not just anybody in your store, maybe you or a manager you trust or a district manager. It's very simple. They can log into Elevate from anywhere. They don't have to physically be in the store to do the reconciliation. If they get a list, they can just email it out to the staff and be like, hey, can you locate these phones for me, etc., etc. But it's something that definitely needs to be done daily so that if there is an issue, you can identify it quickly, uncover it, and rectify it. But that's it, guys. That's how you do a count stock and a reconciliation for your inventory in Elevate. So if there's any other questions, please feel free to reach out to me, call me, email me. You have my contact information. But until next time, Vista World, this is John Spriggs saying peace out and happy selling.